Good evening. Tonight, we go after the story of an extraordinary personality. He's Salvador Dali, the great surrealist painter who sees the world through surrealist eyes. If you're curious to hear Salvador Dali talk about decadence, death, and immortality, about his surrealist art, his politics, and his existence before he was born, we'll go after those stories in just a moment.
Assalamualaikum and hi guys. So our group is going to present about an artist and artwork. So the artist is Salvador Dali and his artwork, The Persistence of Memory. So what are you waiting for? Let's check it out.
Hello, so our topic for today is famous artist known as Salvador Domingo Felipe Jacinto Dali Domecq, Marquess of Dali pupil, which we recognize as Salvador Dali. Did you know that Salvador Dali was born 11 May 1904 in Junín, Spain, and passed away 23 January 1989 at the age of 84. His resting place was placed at Crypt Dali Theatre and Museum. Furthermore, he studied at San Fernando Royal Academy of Fine Art. Salvador Dali has been famous around the world for his painting, drawing, sculpture, and so on. For information, self-construction with Boy Bill Sign 36, Creed of St. John of the Cross 1951, Galaxy of the Sparrows 1952. So, our main artwork is The Persistence of Memory, released on 1931 by Salvador Dali. First shown at Junín Levy Gallery in 1932, it has been a collection of the Museum of Modern Art in New York City since 1934. These are widely recognized and refers to more descriptive title, The Melting Clocks or The Melting Watch.
So right now we're going through the formalistic and content. In formalistic, there are description of artwork. The first one, the name of artwork, The Persistence of Memory. And the second one, the artist. Who is the artist? The artist is Salvador Dali. And the third one is the date. When is the date? The date is 1931. And the medium of this artwork is oil on canvas. And the last one, the period or movement in this artwork is surrealism. Okay guys, so my part going to talk about element of arts and principle of design. So I'm going to talk about elements of art and principle of design. So the first one, formats and principles of design. So in the artworks, you can see shapes and forms, disorienting and noisy elements such as the melted clocks invoke, for example, the use of more surreal and distorted shapes. So in the very obvious artwork is composition. The choice of every position of the clock along with the placement of the figures into the painting is done with much careful consideration of appreciation of balance and harmony of the picture and its entirety. And very important in this artwork, as we can see, color and value. Color palette, the contrast between the deep blue-gray and mute coloring creates a moody and dreamlike world. And the next one is value. The technique of chiaroscuro of the light and dark regions helps to create a visual depth to the picture, making the emphasis on the melting of clocks as well as the other objects clear. And next one, in principle of design, balance and rhythm. Balance, the judicious placing of the different elements in the composition creates balance and symmetry despite the chaos and the surrealism. And the last one is the rhythm. The repetition of some shapes and forms like those of clock silhouettes give rhythm to the painting and feeling of the movement. It creates flow and cohesion throughout the image in its entirety. The next one I'm going to talk about content in this artwork. So in the content they have subject. The subject is landscape. Salvador Dali, this Persistence of Memory, is a painting depicting a number of melting clocks against desolate, barren landscape. The subject thematic is the fluidity of time and the impermanence of life. This is reflected in images of the melting clocks, distorted and drooping, to drive across the idea of the relentless passage of times. And the other one in the content is iconography. The iconography of The Persistence of Memory by Salvador Dali revolves around several key elements. The first one, melting clocks. These images have become an icon that symbolize time's fluidity, impermanence, and the passage of life. And the second one, limp pocket watch. The Lim Pocket Watch reinforced the idea of time's relentless and unstoppable progression. That's quite a lot, huh? That's it from me.
Hi everyone, so my part of the video, I shall be proposing the style or characteristics of movement regarding the painting Persistence of Memory from the artist named Salvador Dali. The painting mentioned shows a dreamlike imagery, or in other words we will call surrealism, as a movement sought to express the unconscious mind, dreams and the irrational. The Persistence of Memory features a landscape that feels both real and unreal with distorted objects and uncanny sense of time. The melting clocks symbolize fluidity and relativity of time. Challenging conventional perceptions. The characteristics shown in the painting shows a distortion of reality. Imagine that. The clocks in the artwork appear to melt or drip, defying the natural laws of time and physics. The painter Dali often manipulated the perception of reality in his works. And this is one of the most striking features in the Persistence of Memory. The use of space also plays an important role in the painting. The use of space in the painting is both realistic and illogical. The vast empty landscape creates a sense of isolation in the timelessness, while in the distorted objects stretch and melt in a way that defies the viewer's expectations of how the world should or would appear. In summary, the Persistence of Memory combines surrealist principles with Dali's personal techniques of hyperrealism, distorted symbolism, and exploration of the subconscious mind. It challenges conventional perceptions of time, reality, and memory, reflecting the core ideals of surrealism. Thank you, that's all from me.